What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing, the hardest grinding podcast in boxing media. I'm Reckless Rex Ruger in the center of the ring with the Alexis Arguello puppet.
And I'm the flamethrower, Frank Benji's, back with another one.
And a good one. Well, come on, man. Do I really even need to say that, man? Aren't they all good? No, they're not. They're all great. They're all great. And this one isn't going to be any different, man. No different. Of course, once we get him in here. And we will. Unless we lost him there for a minute.
Hey, man, I'll just say on here right now, while we're waiting, if you're a boxer and we ask you to come on the podcast and you want to play games and bullshit, we're going to keep it 100 and we're going to tell you that you ain't shit and we don't care.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I was once told way back when, man, that any publicity is good publicity. So this narrative that people like to run. Oh, there he is. Hey, Steven, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, it's pronounced STEPHAN. How y'all doing?
STEPHAN. Okay, my bad. STEPHAN Shaw. Why don't you just call you Big Shot? That makes me feel better, man.
All right, for sure.
Hey, listen, man, I'm glad we got a chance to do this, man. And, first of all, thanks for being on here, man. If we can go back to the beginning, man, if we can go back to the beginning and chop it up a little bit, man, how did you get into boxing, man? Were you somebody that was getting in a lot of scraps in the street?
No, boxing is like a hereditary sport in my family. My dad, passed it down to me. And my grandfather passed it down to my dad, so I'm pretty much like a third generation fighter. Here in St. Louis, my granddad is in the St. Louis Box Hall of Fame. My dad, he's in the Box Hall of Fame. So, I'm just taking that legacy to another level. You know what I mean?
Love that, man. By the way, shout out St. Louis, man. One of the good friends of our show, man. Of course, the great Devin Alexander, man, from St. Louis.
My guy.
That's our guy. We've had him on. Yeah, we've had him on a couple of times, man. The best, man. The absolute best, man. And doing so much great shit for the St. Louis community too, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's my guy, man. Me and Devin, we talk pretty much every other week.
He's always grinding and doing good shit for the kids too, man. He's all about it, man.
He actually just started his own gym.
Man, he's out there doing God's work, man. Working with the kids, man, and pointing them in the right direction, man. I mean, what's better than that? Nothing,
Absolutely.
Hey, Stephan, my dad's an old man, and we don't normally do this on the show, but I see you got the cap on. Wave check.
And you know what? And you know what, Stephan?
I'm whooping right now. I'm a little rough, man. I've been grinding, dog.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Hey, it's spinning under there, though.
Oh yeah, they spinning.
Hey, Stephan, I'm gonna. This is the only father-son the duo in boxing media, man.
Hey, I like it. I love it. I love it.
I'll tell you what, and I don't mean to blow my son in. Well, yes, I do, man. But a couple years ago, my son was insisting on that as a white boy, he could make his hair have waves. You laugh at him. I like that.
That's funny.
It wasn't working. It was not working.
Hey, but I gotta say though, I remember I was working in this house, and there was a black girl who was telling me you never get him. And then there was a black dude who was like, nah, if he keep doing what he's doing, he gonna get him.
He probably gonna get him. You might have a little spin up there.
A little something.
Little wave, little tsunami wave.
And so listen, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, but like I say, man, I appreciate you guys for giving me your platform.
Oh,
you know what I mean? To talk boxing and spread my story, you know what I mean? Get my name out there, man. I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We appreciate you doing it.
On a real note, though, I want to ask you, because you was talking about your father passed it down and your grandfather to him. When you was coming up, obviously, like you was, I assume, watching boxing if your dad was in.
Yeah.
Was there guys you like looked up to in the sport?
Oh man, all the legends back from, I'm 31 years old. I was born in 92, so I pretty much came up on that HBO boxing was big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Fernando Vargas, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Lennox Lewis, Prince Naseem,
Yeah.
Marco Antonio Barrera. You know what I mean? All those guys from that era. You know what I mean? Eric Morales. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were literally just actually we were just at Boxing Hall of Fame weekend here like last month, man. And we actually got to meet the voice of HBO boxing, man, the great Jim Lampley. And I had to tell him, man, God, I said I leaned in and I said, man, I miss HBO boxing. And he even said, I miss it too.
Me too. Me too.
The best.
I do. Boxing was displayed and was at a great time when HBO boxing was really thriving,
Yeah, Jim Lampley really put a lot of emotion into those calls too. He was damn near crying during that Gaddy Ward fight. He was so emotional.
Yeah. He used to have a lot of emotional moments. You know what I mean? That's why Jim Lampley is a great sportscaster.
Yeah,
that he was. You know what I mean? Because he definitely was an emotional guy. He resonated with the fighters, and I love that crew. Even Larry Merchant. I loved all those guys, man.
I mean, Larry Merchant.
I even go back to the Gil Clancy's and I mean the era before that. You know what I mean?
Let's face it, man. Larry Merchant was ready to throw down with Floyd Mayweather, dude. Remember, if he was 50 years younger,
he'd kick his ass. yeah, man. But like I said, I grew up in boxing, man, all my life. You know what I mean? Like at the age of 10, I won my first nationals. I won the national silver gloves. You know what I mean? I was a 4-time national champion as an amateur. You know what I mean? I actually stopped boxing for 6 years. You know what I mean? I stopped boxing from like 13 to 19 and came back, man, and I just took off. I was an alternate for the 2012 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
I just then I won the USA Nationals, then I won the National PAL, you know what I mean? And then I got signed with Al Heyman and turned pro in 2013.
What we talking about the Olympics before we stay away from the Olympics right now? I just watched the USA men's basketball team today. Why is LeBron James still 22 years old?
Exactly.
I don't understand.
You know what's so crazy, bro? When I first went out there, like LeBron, like when I went to the Olympics and experienced that whole thing, LeBron James was just winning his first championship.
Yeah.
And now his son is in the league.
I know. Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Still the top.
Still dominating.
Team. He's still the best player.
Yeah.
Still the best player, bro. At 40.
And now what about when you look around the sport now, man, as from a fan standpoint, when you look around the sport now, you talked about your idols or whatever, but what about guys that are doing it right now, man? From a fan standpoint, who do you enjoy watching right now?
Oh man, I'm a big fan of, Crawford. Crawford is my guy right now in Tank. I love Javante Davis. Who else? I like Canelo. Canelo. I like David Benavidez, man.
Yeah.
I really, really like David Benavidez. Boots. I love Boots.
Yeah.
It's a lot of. I like the little young kid Abdullah Mason. You know what I mean? I like. I like little guys like that. Like Abdullah Mason gonna be cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's special. He's gonna be. He's something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of upcoming guys. And then you got my little brothers, that's from St. Louis that you probably never even heard of. You know, Christian Gregg, you know what I mean, Randy Kennedy.
Guys on the come up.
Yeah, little guys on the come up, man. You know what I mean? My little brothers, man, so it's just a bunch of talent out of St. Louis, you know what I mean, that's about to, bust on the scene and about to do their thing, and you guys are gonna be hearing their names soon.
And by the way, at the time of this recording, it is July 31st. You bring up Bud Crawford because this might be up, after this upcoming weekend. But Bud Crawford just about ready to put it on another opponent here this weekend. So we will see him in action.
Bud, I'm excited. I'm excited for Bud. I'm excited to see him. It's crazy. We haven't seen Bud in over a year.
I know.
Bud in over a year.
We did see him last, man. God damn, was I impressed about how easy he made it look against another top 5 pound for pound guy. Fought him southpaw even. I mean, just crazy.
You know what? You guys sound like you guys have been real boxing fans for the past years.
Hardcore.
Tell me when the last time you guys seen 2 undefeated fighters that totally dominated, probably since
maybe Canelo Floyd.
Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, because Floyd doesn't got the kind of power like Crawford.
Yeah. It wasn't that one-sided. It wasn't that.
You had one judge. I mean, it was some total bullshit. But one judge even scored it a draw.
Right. Yeah.
But even though it wasn't a draw, but
yeah.
Come on. I mean,
but you make a good point though, because those were two guys that were not only undefeated, man, but at the time they fought though, like they were both in the, in the pound for pound rankings, top 5, both of them.
I don't think I've seen that kind of. Probably, like I say,
maybe Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler.
Nah,
that was a close fight though too.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was controversial.
Close. Yeah.
That was controversial.
Yeah, I think what Stephan's getting at, man, is just a one-sided ass whooping, man. You know what I mean? Like
two undefeated. Man, the world, that was a true 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I really can't.
Yeah.
I can't even think of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't even think of it.
Although at that point, though, we've had a lot of people on here, man, who were genuinely concerned about Spence when he went into that fight, though, and they voiced it on this show, man, about all the things that he had been through at that point in time. I mean, for God's sakes, man, walking away from that car accident was a miracle. You know
what? It was crazy that he even won 2 fights after that.
Yeah,
and big
fights.
Yeah, big fights. Like he has a car
Danny
accident.
Garcia, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he comes back and fights Danny Garcia after a car accident. That's not a tune-up fight,
that
he's a dog.
I mean, that shows how different Spence is.
Yeah,
and that's why a lot of people. That's why it was such a 50-50 fight, between him and Crawford, and Crawford just dominated, man.
Yeah. I remember me and my dad actually sitting on his couch and watching that fight, and I'm a huge Spence fan.
That's my guy. I like Spence too.
I was so hurt.
Yeah. We couldn't believe what we were watching. It was unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever seen 2 undefeated guys 50-50 fight for all the marbles. 2 champions.
I know.
I know. That one-sided, that's why a lot of people are really having concerns about, Spence's return.
They're saying he's going to fight Fundora, but I don't really see him faring well in that fight.
Yeah.
He probably could top that tall tree down.
Yeah, because me and my son are both 6'4", and we were just at Hall of Fame weekend, and we were actually looking up to Fundora. He's a tall drink of water, man.
Yeah.
He was actually there. Nice kid.
Yeah, Fundora's about 6'5". You talking about Hall of up there in Verona?
Yeah. That's right in our backyard.
Okay, you guys up there?
We're in upstate New York. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So did you guys come to see me fight Effie?
No,
but I remember that though.
Yeah, we fought up, man. We fought up there, man. I thought they stiffed me in that fight, man. To be honest, I thought I won at least the first 6 rounds. You know what I mean, or at least the first 5 rounds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They only gave me 4.
Well, we do still see horrible. Obviously, we do still see. It's a big black eye on boxing that we do still see a lot of horrible judging.
It's like, if you really look at it, a lot of people really don't look at it because I'm probably not like that much of a household name.
Right.
But if you look at it, ever since that fight of the start of last year, that sparked a whole bunch of controversial bullshit ass decisions.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of questionable stoppages, a lot of questionable fights. It's been a lot of controversy in boxing.
Well, we literally just saw O'Shaquie Foster was literally just blatantly robbed for his belt, for God's sakes, man, in a fight that I scored a shutout.
A lot of guys, it was 10. I scored that fight 10-2, 11-1.
I mean, Mark Kriegel had it 11-1, like for on the broadcast team. I mean, for God's sakes, and that old school mentality is always like, if you beat a champion, you got to go in there and really beat the champion.
You got to take the title from the champ.
I felt bad for that dude.
And then that's the thing, so what that mean? That mean he's the favorite. So if he's the betting favorite, you got to go beat the betting favorite.
Big time. Yeah.
Me and when me and Ajagba fought, man, Ajagba probably been out there more than I have, but to the consensus, I was the betting favorite. He had to beat the betting favorite. He's the knockout artist. Go do what you could do. Go knock this guy out if if you're this knockout artist and you're this next Deontay Wilder knockout artist, go beat this guy that took this fight in 2 weeks' notice. And then he shouldn't frustrate you enough to where it's a tough decision and we don't know who to give it to.
And then another one we saw, me and my dad saw in person ringside, was Raymond Ford beating Odebek. 12 rounds, 1 second left.
They stopped it with 1 second.
That was a great fight.
Yeah,
a couple months back. I remember that.
I thought suspect stoppage though, Stephan.
Yeah.
You can kind of.
I think F.A. Ajagba. I think it's F.A. Ajagba eating all those snakes. We just had Freddie Rojas on here, who's in camp with him sometimes. He eats a lot of snake.
What?
Yeah. I was disturbed by that too.
Man, I heard when that man he was getting ready for me, man. They said he had like 7 guys in his camp, man. I only had that one guy. Like I was originally supposed to fight the Italian kid Guido Vianello.
Yeah.
We were supposed to fight, but that fight fell through. I was originally supposed to fight Jermaine Franklin. I'm still looking for that fight. Jermaine Franklin, where you at? Let's go. Let's make this fight. I can't wait till you put this out.
Yeah, man, we just had Jermaine Franklin on about a month ago, didn't we?
And tell his people to give me a fucking call. We were supposed to make that fucking fight back happen in 2020.
We better get him back on. Yeah, we better get him back on because all we talked about during that interview was what? His fight with who did he fight? Dillian White?
See, that's the thing, bro. Like, he's bullshit. We were supposed to fight. He's supposed to call COVID 4 days before our fight. We were going to headline NBC card, Ring City, USA. We were going to headline that in upstate New York, actually at the what's the military West Point.
Okay.
We were supposed to headline the event up there, and he pulled out supposedly with COVID 4 days before we were supposed to fight.
Yo, he's got that smirk on like he's not buying it.
listen, man. Listen.
When I
4 days, listen. The day, like 4 days before your fight is usually the day of travel when you arrive to the venue and get acclimated and check in a hotel.
Yeah.
So basically, the same day I touched down to arrive to West Point was the day they gave me the call. He's caught COVID. He can't fight. Yeah. But Eddie Hearn already said that the winner of me and Jermaine Franklin was going to get the fight possible against Dillian White. He pulled him out against me, and he got the fight with Dillian White, then Anthony Joshua.
Always some shenanigans. Always some shenanigans. Now we were just talking about this Crawford card coming up. You know, he's obviously the main event, but there are a couple of good heavyweight fights on there.
You got Big Baby. I'd
like to get your opinion on these. Yeah.
Big Baby upcoming. He upcoming young American. But man, listen, against Big Shot, I'll stop all that shit, bro. I feel like that'll be a great fight. Big Shot versus Big Baby. Or the other Big Baby. Or Andy. I've been in camp with Andy.
Yeah.
I've been in camp with Andy. They sent me home after 2 weeks, man.
So how do you think these fights will shake out? How will Jared Anderson do against Martin Bakole?
That's an intriguing matchup. You know, Martin Bakole, he's not as slick as Anderson. Anderson is more of the slicker fighter. Bakole more of the brute, try to maul you down, Donkey Kong pound you.
Yep.
If Jared can sustain his power, it should be easy because of the athleticism that he should be displaying.
Yeah.
But he might get caught if Bakole do win. That's how I would see him winning. Him just catching Jared or hurting him with something. I don't feel like he can outbox Jared. I think Jared can beat him with his skill. But anything can happen. It's boxing, and it's the heavyweight division. One punch can change it all.
And then what about the big comeback of Andy Ruiz against Big Baby?
That should be a good fight. I know Jarrell Miller. He just keep coming. And he's big. You know, he was on them steroids and stuff. But I think Andy gonna chop him. You know what I'm saying? I've been in camp with Andy. I like Andy. You know what I'm saying? Andy a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Andy. You know, I feel like Andy can. You know, I feel like he got a little bit more better polished skills. He can put his hands together in better combination, meaningful combination.
I'll still say that Andy Ruiz knocking out Joshua was the epitome of a fucking upset that I've ever.
Huge.
Yeah,
that's back when that's back when Andy Ruiz was training with Snickers bars too. I mean, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's trying to get that Snickers sponsorship, man. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I remember that, man. I feel like that's definitely the biggest upset in boxing history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas was probably the one before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Buster dealing with all those circumstances, probably nobody saw that coming. But hey, his mom just died and Mike is living a life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, big time. Yeah.
So that is what played. But for a guy that looks like Andy is my guy, I like him.
Yeah.
But for a guy to look like he a couch potato, against a guy who looked like he's an Adonis, for him to knock him out,
right,
it gives couch potatoes hope everywhere.
Right.
What?
Off the couch, Stephan.
Yeah,
man. What?
And
man, what? Power pressing remote controls.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got to ask you this, man. I know you fight at heavyweight, so there's not really like a time where you got to really, cut weight and be as disciplined as some of the younger weight guys. But immediately after a fight, man, what's the go-to food for Big Shot Shaw, man? What do you got to have right after a fight?
It depends. It depends on where I'm at. Sometimes it can go from a good cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah.
Or maybe some good pizza, or probably go to a restaurant, and try to get some wings or something. Try to get some wings.
Yeah.
Huh?
It ain't no good pizza in St. Louis.
It's the spot called Emo's Pizza, man.
Okay, you got a spot then. You got a spot.
Oh, we got a spot here in St. Louis called Emo's Pizza, bro. Like if you come here, like that's like our thing. It's a thin crust pizza, but it's like we have a cheese on there that we call Provel. It's provolone, but it's a blend of provolone and mozzarella, and they call it Provel.
Yeah,
and that's the cheese that we use on our pizza here.
I mean, we're spoiled because we're in New York, man. The home of pizza.
Yeah, y'all got the real deal big boy slices. Yeah,
it doesn't get any better. Yeah, it doesn't get any better.
Yeah, I done been up, like I say, I've been up to upstate New York. Yeah. I've been to I've been to New York City, I had the pizza in upstate New York and the pizza in the city of New York.
So when you fought FA, man, so when you fought FA, that was at the Turning Stone Casino. That's right down the road from us. Yeah.
Yep. That's where I fought. And
I hope they get more boxing there, man. Like they usually only get about maybe 2 good events a year, but hopefully they become like more major players. We'd like to see more fights there.
Yeah. I kicked off, first fight of the year. Tank was the first fight of the year last year when he fought the guy Hector Garcia.
Yeah.
And then that was January 6th, and then me and the Jogba was the fight next week on the 14th.
Okay, now we got go ahead, Benjis.
So this is a question we always like to throw out to, especially like, the guys have been grinding on this sport for a long time. When you look at these gimmick fights, like Jake Paul doing these things, like what's your thoughts on that? Like, what do you think about it?
Man, it's sad. You know what I mean? Sometimes, because it's not sad. Well, I'll put it like this. It's just, it just leaves us like, hey, man, it just pushes us further back to the bus. Guys that don't really have that notoriety. Yeah. Because, this is what we love to do. Like I say, my grandfather was in this. He taught my dad. Yeah. And he passed it down to me. So this is like how you guys share the love for this sport. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it is for me and my family.
And it's got to leave a bad taste when these guys could just jump in and get a $20, $30 million payday.
That's what I'm kind of alluding to. You know what I mean? Guys cannot dedicate their whole life to this sport, and come in this game and make hundreds of millions. Yeah. And got the masses, I can't knock their position of being famous and popular, and they're just pretty much just leveraging their celebrity. But damn, go do it in rap or something.
Right.
Wearing the Fifth Ward Posse hat. We not cool with that neither.
Right. So y'all also, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we had Reggie. Yeah, but we had former champion Reggie Sweet Johnson on here, who more or less I feel like he made me an honorary Fifth Ward member anyway. So I feel like I got carte blanche to wear the
Texas,
hat.
Man. Yeah, man. And Reggie Johnson, former WBA middleweight champion, IBF light heavyweight champion. He became light heavyweight champion by beating former world champion William Guthrie of St. Louis, Missouri.
Yep.
So I'm like an unboxing encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Me and Steve Farhood and went back and forth in person on boxing trivia.
Boxing Jeopardy.
Yeah, I'm definitely STEPHAN Big Shot Shaw, the boxing encyclopedia. You can definitely call me that.
So you had, so you lost 2 fights in 2023, but in 2024 you come back in a big way, though, man. I mean, 2 first-round knockouts. That's how to get it done, right there, man.
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back knocking cats out, man. I haven't had a big significant fight since suffering my 2 losses. But I'm looking for those rematches. I called a jog out, Goodall. We could get it back on. I wasn't myself in that Goodall fight.
Yeah,
like I said, me and my family, we're close. Me and my dad, it was a lot of personal issues going on around that time. My dad didn't even come. He wasn't even in my corner for that fight.
And is he usually the guy that trains you? Is he usually part of the team? Yeah.
Yeah. We had like a little falling out. Last year was a rough year for me. It was supposed to be a year of blossom and prosperity.
Yeah.
But it was just a year filled with a lot of disappointment and just a lot of disappointment. I lost 2 fights after being ranked as high as number 4 in the country. But, I went from 18-2, now I'm 20-2, and I'm ranked number 7 in the country. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I was still undefeated, I would be in a position to be in a huge, significant fight coming up soon. Yeah. But I'm still in that position. It's just
taking longer.
It's just taking a little bit more longer, but I'm still in a great position. I'm only 31, but I'm still dangerous, I feel. So I think that's why I haven't got, think a guy coming off 2 losses, he would be getting calls from a lot of people and a lot of emails and contracts sent. Haven't got anything.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you talked about it being a good matchup with Big Baby Anderson, though, because you are one of those guys in the heavyweight division who I think it's easy to avoid because you are a big guy with a pretty nasty skill set.
I appreciate that, man. I thank you. And like I say, that fight was supposed to happen. My contract was signed when I was with Top Rank. I'm not with Top Rank anymore. I'm a promotional free agent. My contract expired, but under the contract, I had 2 fights signed to fight Guido Villanello and Jared Anderson, and those fights never materialized. Had a fight, like I say, with Jermaine Franklin.
Yeah.
That was literally set in stone and was being broadcasted and filmed. And I flew out to the event and everything. I still flew out to the event. They interviewed me on air. And that's a fight that never materialized. So those are great fights still out there for me. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, my 2 losses are controversial. Ajagba didn't clear-cut dominate, beat me. And Goodall, that was a great fight. I probably got hit more than I usually do because I wasn't displaying my great athleticism and my great skill like you alluded to earlier. And due to a lot of stuff that I was going through mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Mentally is what always gets us. Mentally is what always gets us.
That right there is a great example. Like, you always hear people say, great fighters, the only thing that can beat a great fighter is himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's truly what it is. You know what I mean? Or the other saying, we're our own worst enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So man, that's why I try to say, man, we shouldn't compete against each other. In boxing, of course we compete, but in life we should compete against each other. We should only be competing with ourselves and trying to become better versions of ourselves every day.
Yeah.
I love that you alluded to the fact of you having problems with your father because, it's like me and my dad have had a million problems. And it's like when the same person meets, it's like we got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, and you guys are like me and my pops. You guys look alike. You guys, you guys are just like me and my dad, bro.
Yeah.
Like I swear to God, how many years do you guys have between each other?
I'm 51 and he's 29.
Okay, yeah. So we all kind of pretty much around the same age as well.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's been going around since the beginning of time, man. Fathers and sons have butted heads since the beginning of time, you know?
But that's my guy.
Yeah. It's like a rite of passage, you know?
My
it's like
guy.
Yeah.
He's still in my corner. He's in my corner still.
Yeah.
He's back. Everything's back good. You know what I mean?
Good. So, that's good to hear.
Yeah, man. So
anybody more of my best friend than this man right here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's
That's
exactly what it is for me and my dad, bro. That's like
Okay, so I asked you about the food, man. Now, if Big Shot Shaw has to fight the best 3 minutes of his life, man, what's the artist or the song that's playing in your head?
The album or song?
Yeah, an artist or a song, man. Like, what would get you pumped and motivated?
Man, I have a whole bunch, man. God, I have a whole bunch. I like. You talked about Houston, Texas. I like my dad. My dad grew me up on a lot of like Scarface, Tupac, you know, Biggie, Wu-Tang. But then nowadays, you know, I like, I like artists like Gunna. You know, I like
but he ran. Go ahead.
You said he ran. Nah, man, I don't get caught up in that, man. But I gotta then you know, I'm from St. Louis. There's a lot of artists from St. Louis that's popping, you know, that I'm cool with. You know, it's artists by the name of Smino. He's from St. Louis. That's my guy. You know, we graduated from high school together.
I mean, this hat. I'm glad you mentioned Scarface because this hat is in total a total homage to the Ghetto Boys, man. I mean,
with the 51 posture, I see you.
I mean, the Ghetto Boys were like everything when I was growing up. I mean, come on, man. I mean, first of all, man, Scarface is a great rapper. Love Willie D. And where else are you going to see a rapping midget in a rap band? You know what I mean?
Bushwick Bill.
Rest in peace, Bushwick. Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
You know what I mean? And his last name's Shaw.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Originally, Richard Shaw. Yeah.
Richard Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Too Short last name is Shaw as well.
Yeah. Small world.
Yeah. It's like, wow. But yeah, man, like I say, man, I got a whole bunch. I got a whole workout list that I just go through, and it's just like 90s rap to this era. You know, 90s era, this era, and even in between the 2000s era. So
yeah, because Keyshawn, we had Keyshawn Davis on here recently.
Okay.
And he brought up Boss Man D-Lo, and it brought me back to Boss Man D-Lo. Man.
Yeah, I like Boss Man D-Lo. It's this other rapper named Hood Rich Pablo Juan. He from Atlanta.
Yeah,
I like him. Y'all gotta listen to him. He got a flow that's like, I like him.
Boss Man D-Lo, bro, he be just like spitting bars, but he be making me laugh though when I'm
because he be saying his punchlines be like they make you think they hard, but they kind of funny too. I like them.
Yeah.
And fat and out of shape.
Yeah. I like the way he words stuff for sure.
Now, if you could put your promoter cap on, and there was one guy right now that you could call out in the heavyweight division right now, and I know that obviously the champs at the top are like, everybody's angling for the Furies and the Usyks, man. But I mean, if you could pick your dream fight right now in the heavyweight division, who would you want to crack at?
Definitely the young American, man. Big Shot versus Big Baby.
Yeah.
But and like you say, everybody say, but I would love a fight if Anthony Joshua fought. I would love a fight with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
I would love a fight with all those guys. Anthony Joshua. I really want to fight. I want to get my losses back. I want to fight a Jogba. I want to fight. Goddard. I want to fight. Like I say, Anderson, all these guys, man, I want to fight them all.
Is Tyson Fury gonna?
I want all the smoke. I ain't ducking no wreck.
Is Tyson Fury got a chance in the rematch with Usyk? Do you think he wins that fight?
He can make adjustments. But I feel like Usyk gonna make adjustments.
Yeah, Usyk.
What I'm saying?
We do got to say, though, that Fury was dominating that fight to start it.
He was. He looked good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say Fury was dominating. Fury I think that's why he lost. I think he gave a lot of those rounds away, putting his hands on the ropes.
He was playing a lot. He was playing a lot.
I think if he would have came out there and tried to really just start touching boom, just boom, 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 just start touching him.
I'll tell you what, Fury,
with this long jab, with the flick jab.
I'll tell you what Fury needed to show up, man. We needed the Fury that fought in that second Wilder fight.
Yeah, dog, just dog.
Who did?
Just dog.
Who did we recently watch Guido Vanello get fucking decimated by, though? I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Ajagba. I think him and Ajagba fought in a good fight.
Is that who he fought?
Yeah, he fought Ajagba. They was hurting each other. They was clacking each other. It was Rocco Soccer Robot shit. Yeah, but that's what they wanted me and him to be. But I'm not a fight. Man, listen.
Ajagba took over later in the fight and started fucking him up.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking up Guido right now, man, just to fact check that. But, his last fight was a split decision loss early last year to Ajagba. Yeah.
Yep. Not a split decision, man. He got beat up in the second.
And then he's about to fight. And then in a couple of weeks, he's about to
fight Makhmudov.
Makhmudov in a couple of weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was pretty scary, but then he just got beat by that Kabalia guy.
Yeah, Kabalia. Yeah, Kabalia. Yeah. He looked like the real deal, ain't he?
Yeah.
He just stopped. Kabalia just stopped him and Frank Sanchez.
Yeah, that's crazy. That guy's on a roll. That guy's on a serious roll, man. Yeah. So I got some quick ones to throw out at you right here, man. This is just kind of like, this is just kind of like some quick questions. Don't even give these any thought, man. These are just like either or questions, okay?
Got you.
Just so we can get to know you a little bit better. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z or Nas? Both.
Both. I like that. All right. How about Prince or Michael Jackson?
Mike.
Okay. Jordan or LeBron?
I like Prince too, though. I like Prince too. I've been a Paisley partner.
Jordan or LeBron? I know you're going to go LeBron here.
Both.
Okay.
LeBron.
How about Hagler or Hearns?
Hearns.
Okay, now you got to go into a street fight and or a bar fight with one of these teams having your back. Is it the team of the Tysons, Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson, Holyfield or Lennox, or Muhammad Ali and George Foreman?
Holyfield and Lennox, Ali and Foreman, Tyson Fury,
and Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna go with both Tysons.
You got to go, yeah. I think I would too. I was looking at when I made that question up, and I'm
gonna give Mike gonna clean up at least 3-4 people by himself.
Easy, yeah.
Fury 6'9", he gonna clean up 3-4 people by himself, and I'm going. We good. We straight.
Yeah. I would say if you had Muhammad Ali on your team, man, he may talk you out of the whole thing altogether, man.
I was just about to say that him and Big George might talk you about it.
And maybe George Foreman will bribe a few people with those grills.
Yeah, he'd be like, man, you don't need to be fighting me. I agree, a good burger.
Yeah.
So
I think I would go with Team Tyson too, though, man. I would. Because those gypsies,
man, you got to go with Team Tyson, man.
I mean, those gypsies are hard dudes too. They're hard.
Yeah, man, they hard nosed, man. They're getting a bar fight and kick some ass, man. Them Furies, him and his daddy.
Yeah.
Man, what? And then Tyson, come on now. They got pictures of Tyson, man. Tyson was like fucking mugging and beating up grown men when he was like 10. Yeah, he was 13.
Yeah, 13. I mean, he was scary then. I mean, like a 13-year-old Mike Tyson, he looks like a grown man when you see him in those pictures when he went to juvie.
Yeah, he was 178 pounds then.
Scary.
Yeah.
If I see him, I'm running.
Yeah. That's your best strategy, and that's why I can't stand the idea of him fighting Jake Paul. That's gonna destroy my childhood, man. If he loses to Jake Paul,
man, I hate that. I don't believe in it.
I don't like it. Yeah, I can't stomach the idea of Mike Tyson getting beat by that kid.
The biggest question of the night, though, Stephan, is this, and we just learned because people on the YouTube be talking shit. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota. Who's your Mount Rushmore of all-time boxers for you?
Your Mount Rushmore. That's
my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's your four. Yeah, that's your four all-time goats.
My four.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Mike Tyson, Roy Jones.
Oh, I love when Roy gets on there.
And Floyd Mayweather.
I love it.
Roy Jones with that creepy fucking bicep.
That left bicep, yeah. That left bicep has got its own area code.
Roy Jones, my favorite fighter. My God of all time.
Yeah.
Man, Roy Jones, I grew up on Roy Jones, man.
Roy Jones, I forgot.
Roy Jones, my GOAT, man.
Yeah. Pound for pound, the baddest man throwing down.
Baddest man throwing down, huh?
Yeah, and he always used to let you. And he always used to let you know too. You know, always.
Man, Roy, the truth, man. I'm about to take my sons. I got a 7-year-old right here. Say what's up.
Look at that, man. There's a future champion right there.
Yeah, they play football. They play football. That's my 11-year-old right there.
There's the kids. What's up, kids? Behave, stay in school. Hey, behave and stay in school.
Look how big he is at 11.
I know. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I gotta watch
he's gonna be big as Fury.
Man, oh man, I know, man. You're breeding heavyweights over there.
Oh yeah,
you got a heavyweight factory over there.
Yeah, he wears size 10.5 shoe. He's about 140 pounds, 5'7" at 11.
Jesus Lord. All right, man. Before we let you get out of here, man, and go tend to the kids, man. When's the next time that we can expect you in action, man? You got a fight date coming up?
Yes, I have it's just been finalized. I'm supposed to be fighting here again. It's probably gonna be here in St. Louis, November 2nd, Halloween weekend. You know, I'll probably be gonna be fighting this guy by the name of Ed Fountain.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fighting this guy's name, Tex.
He's in a lot of fucking trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I'm gonna really. He fought Razvan Kajanu. He fought Razvan Kajanu up there at the Turning Stone at the Boxeo tournament years ago.
Let's see the fist, man. Let's see the fist. Is the fist ready? Jesus Christ. Look at that thing, man.
Ready. Hey, man.
Man, I got the sledgehammers, man.
Look at that thing, man. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. That's like just taking like a ham out of the freezer and just throwing it at somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, my hand, I think they said my hand, like when I was up there, I think it was like same size as Sonny Liston's.
Jesus Lord.
I was gonna say, man, though, as you know, you and me close to the same age, as a father of young kids, I respect what you're doing, man, outside of the ring.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. And you know, those are my trophies, man. Those are my belts.
God
bless
what I
mean? I'm already a champion. I'm already a wealthy man.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, my bank account might not reflect it, and I'm probably not
carried
by the world riches as a champion. But my family, man, that's my greatest possession.
Those are the real riches, man.
You know, but I'm on a grind.
There go mine.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Salute y'all, man.
That's my grandkids.
Like I say, I want to say this statement.
Look at her little ass.
Me, STEPHAN Big Shot Shaw, I'm on a grind to change the environment and the circumstances of my family through my love for boxing. And that's becoming world champion. And I'm going to beat whoever it is that get in my way from here on out, because that losing shit was last year. We looking forward.
Yeah.
I'm never losing again. And I'm telling y'all this, STEPHAN Big Shot Shaw, I'm going to be world champion.
I believe it, brother. I believe it, man. And I love hearing you say it, man. And I love that we finally got a chance. Our schedules, we missed each other a few times, man. I'm glad we finally got a chance to make this happen.
We're going to do it again.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to tell you that, man. Every guest we always have, man, we always say stay in touch, man. We especially the ones we love talking to. And this one's been a lot of fun, man. Definitely keep in touch, man. We are going to do this again for sure. And make sure you keep us tapped in when anything's going on, man. Jump on here and we'll promote it, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, you brothers are good, and I appreciate you guys, man.
We appreciate you, man. Lots of love and respect, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
good talking to you, Big Shot. Talk to you soon, man. All right. Later, man. Bye. That's a good man right there.
Great man.
That's a good man right there, man. STEPHAN Big Shot Shaw.
He was all the way like with the boxing. He knew what he was.
20-2. 20 wins, 2 losses, 15 knockouts. There's my baby appearing on this episode of Off the Couch Boxing.
For you to see her, my baby want to come on the podcast for a minute. There she is.
She's coming on.
She's
coming on with us. Yeah, the real champ right there. The real champ, my baby. Yeah, that's all right, baby. We always let you come on. Whenever you want to come on, you come on. Let these kids do whatever the hell they want, man. And shout out to Mr. Shaw, man. For shining as a father, man, and like having his priorities and his ducks in a row, man. That's what being a real man is all about, right there, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's going to be champ, and he's going to be champ for the right reasons. Not clout chasing, not fame chasing, not money chasing, man. Of course, we all want our bank account to be straight, man. But, for legacy, a third-generation fighter, man, passing the torch on of success, man, and giving the blueprint to his kids, man. The record is 20 wins, 2 losses, 15 knockouts. But as he said, them 2 losses was last year, man. 2024, he's already had 2 fights and 2 first-round knockouts, man. So we're getting back on track in a big way. And that is a guy with a problematic skill set for heavyweights. 6'4", big dude, slick as hell, man. A fight against Big Shot and Big Baby, man, would certainly be a phenomenal one, man. A phenomenal one, man. Those big guys, that have those dangerous skill sets, man, like that, smooth with it, really nice with it, man. He's one of those cats.
And with that being said, if you are not liked and subscribed and tapped in with this podcast and follow us on our Facebook, look at my baby face right now.
Yeah.
Tap in. What is y'all doing?
Yeah. It's sad.
Help y'all out. It's what we doing.
I mean, granted, man, we want to give fighters a platform, man. Some fighters might say, and we won't mention any names, man, that we don't have enough subscribers or enough clout to come on and give us a charity interview. But, hey, it's those guys' loss, man, because these are the best conversations that any boxer could have.
Hey, I'll say it right here first. You see it. Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them. They know who they are. Their names aren't even worth any airtime on here, man. So, I mean, but they know who they are, man. And someday, man, when this thing does skyrocket, and it will, man, because contrary to what the numbers show, man, this podcast is growing leaps and bounds. We're forging and cementing relationships with fighters and, more importantly, future champions. Granted, we've had a ton of legends on. You can go back and look at the playlist. Almost 150 episodes, man. Tons of legends, but tons of guys that are going to be doing it big real soon here, man. A lot of guys calling 2025 as their year, man. We're already laying the groundwork, man, to have these future champs on for years and years to come, man, for as long as we choose to do this, man. So, I mean, it's all about the next generation. You can see the next generation right there, too, man. You know what I mean? Those are my grandbabies, man, appearing in this episode, man. And,
with your grandbabies on this episode, I'm going to say shout out Gary Busey, because we can go 15 seconds with anything.
And I'm going to say a big thank you to STEPHAN Shaw, man. Mr. Big Shot himself, man. St. Louis stand-up, man. You got another good one there, along with Devin Alexander. Good folks coming out of St. Louis, Missouri, man. So be proud of your city out there, St. Louis, man. You guys got good ones out there, man. You raise them up right out there in St. Louis, man. Shout out to Mr. Shaw. Ain't going to be nothing but winning coming his way in the future, man. He's got the right mentality, the right attitude. Love his grind, love his hustle, love what he's all about. Make sure you like and follow us on Facebook, because we're out here grinding too, man. You can't get ahead, man. You got to start somewhere. That's what a lot of people that don't want to come on this show don't understand. We got to start somewhere. If people could see the analytics on this end, they would know that this thing is growing, man. Maybe not overnight, but it's growing, man, and it's homegrown, man. We're building it slow, but we're building it the right way with integrity, man. People don't want to come on, as Benji said. There's the birds right there, man. But anybody is welcome, man. Young fighters, old fighters, legends, guys on the come-up, trainers, referees, anybody, man. Anybody that's associated with the fight game, we'd love to have on.
The slogan!
The best boxing conversations anywhere. This is where folks come to chop it up like no place else. You want to know what they eat. You want to know what they jam to music-wise. You want to know about the families. You want to know this and that. This is where we keep it real with the real conversations. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you want to be a champion, you got to roll with the champs.